in Thailand for 3 months because I'm there. I had to quit my job, so I had this 3 months period of getting my marriage visa sorted, and I said to myself, look, I need to keep myself busy whilst I'm there, yeah, because success for me is to be with my wife, but I'm pretty sure she has the same mindset. The definition of success is actually to be with me and little Rainy together in one house, like full time. But I need to keep myself occupied. I'm very much like I get this I get this ants in my pants kind of like anxiety, like if I'm not doing anything, then I need to do something, because the whole point of anxiety is to tell you that you need to do something, you need to be doing something, okay? Like like anything, like when you have friction, you need two things rubbing together. So where anxiety comes from is the heat of the friction. Okay, this is my metaphor. Inaction is one of the, let's say, objects rubbing together, and knowing what you should be doing is the other. Knowing what you should be doing and having inaction, that rubs together and it causes anxiety, or let's say heat. So it actually makes me feel better talking to you guys, letting you know what I'm going to be doing. So the objective is, yeah, from nothing, yeah, from the start, I'm gonna be running 100 kilometers, okay, 101 kilometers in 3 months' time. I fly to Thailand on Thursday. It's now Tuesday in the evening, so I've got about 24 hours to mentally prepare myself for this challenge that I've just made up. And I really do think that metaphor of inaction and knowing what you should be doing, but you're not doing it, to stop the anxiety, the heat, yeah, I'm gonna then take control of both of these objects, okay, and put action into what I'm saying, but also like following a plan because I know what I need to do. You're a big fan of what I'm saying, or what do you mean? Like, do you like what the idea is, or the plan that I have for the next 3 months? So from beginner level, okay. I've got a bit of a belly. I've just been a truck driver in the mines of Australia for 10 months, and yeah, cool, nice. Cheers, Miffy. Yeah, so I've been a truck driver. I've put a belly on. I'm away from my wife for these 10 months, but I need to go back to Thailand and spend what am I on about? 90 days to get this marriage visa, and I need to definitely occupy myself, my time. Open underground. Hi, by the way. Oh, hello, Mr. White. No, it was tailings dams. I was doing the tailings dams. It wasn't open pit or underground. I was just literally making sure that the tailings, the waste product from the mines, after it's been dissolved by cyanide, it doesn't flood everywhere, basically, into the environment. That's pretty much what I was doing. I got to eat some guinea. Okay, go eat some guinea, Miffy. Cheers to that. But yes, like that is the plan. I'm very happy that I've got that on the internet now, so you guys can keep me accountable. Okay, follow the journey. I'll keep you posted. I'm actually going to do lives like this. Yeah, I really am just going to just do live so you can just see it throughout the 90 days. Um, Yeah, maybe. I may sound stupid. I may sound stupid, but that's what I'm gonna be doing. The challenge to most people, yeah, the challenge to most people does sound stupid. Um, what can I say? Like, if I'm a success after it, then you know it's not a stupid idea after all. But you have to go and do it first before you find out if it's a stupid idea or not. Oh yeah, so I was just talking like I need to go get my marriage visa in Thailand. Okay, spend 3 months with my wife in Thailand. So I can go back to Australia, and then I can have this multi-entry pass into Thailand, so I can actually see my wife whenever I have like a week off or 2 weeks off. Hopefully it's 2 to 2 or 4 to 2 rota, but we'll have to stick with 2 to 1. But yes, the challenge is from total beginner. I need to show you my belly. There you are, look. Truck driver's belly. Okay. Within the 90 days that I'm there, I want to run 101 kilometers. You live in Australia. No. Do you know? Yeah, typical. Yeah, I picked that up, and I always say too easy as well. You know, you guys have like corrupted my communications. You know, yeah, typical. Too easy. But yeah, hopefully I'll be saying that at the end of the 101 kilometers. So, mm, I'm just looking for accountability. Hopefully you guys can just make sure I stick to what I'm saying now, stick to my word, you know. I'm very self-critical, uh, so I may need a bit of encouragement throughout this challenge, you know, this 90 days. Um, but yeah, I'm just gonna leave it out there. Has anyone got any challenges that they've lined up or they want to join me in this challenge? They're more than welcome, and we can team up. It's not a problem. Um, nah, like most of you guys, what are you looking? Yeah, show me your toenails. Fantastic, fantastic. Okay, right. Anyway, it's out there. What what shall what can I say? Has anyone gone to Thailand? Like anyone into running? Like this is kind of like the challenge, running. Um, the guys that aren't into running, you can see someone from starting from scratch. Okay, someone starting from scratch, and then you can see what it takes and commitment and discipline to get to the 101 kilometer mark. Um, yeah, so if anything, it's going to motivate you guys to do whatever you need to do and be consistent. Like people, people can say whatever they want, but it's my personal challenge. But you can literally learn off of anybody. Yeah, you can learn off a child. You can learn off of an 80-year-old. You can learn off of someone who's 32, like myself. You can literally learn off of anybody. Um, so yeah, join with the channel, have a little subscribe and whatnot, and then I'll keep making these videos. But yeah, so that's it. So what I'm thinking is, yeah, I need to get my cardio up. Okay, that's gonna be the biggest mistake people I find in running. They don't focus on their recovery time. Okay, their recovery time. So when you just ran up a hill, you've just ran up a hill, and their cardio isn't as good. They didn't hit the rower. Adam, why would you like train in on the rower when you're a runner? The reason is when you get to the top of a little mound, let's say, yeah, because it's not going to be flat terrain. your recovery time, yeah, if you can get it under 30 seconds, then you're spot on, yeah. And if you're out of breath but you can keep going, it means that your is it gaseous exchange is working very well. You like your cardio, your carbon dioxide's coming out your mouth, and your intake of oxygen, the exchange where it swaps over into coming out of your blood and your oxygen going back into your blood. That is actually that's actually very important as well, and I believe that having good amount of hours bumming seat on seat doing the rower will benefit any runner. Okay, I'm talking like an expert. I'm not an expert, but I do know what I'm talking about. Um, because the proof is in the pudding, and I have done it before. Right now, I am a beginner. My body is back to scratch. It's probably like the majority of people in the world nowadays, especially for the people that sit on their bum driving a vehicle for 12 hours a day. It's exactly this, and I'm drinking caramel coffee at the moment. I'm actually quite happy. A few of you lot have buggered off because you're a bit rude in the chat, aren't you? But yeah, that's the plan. That is the plan. Um, yeah, I wonder. So most of you are in Australia. Where are you from? Where's that? The guys coming up. Like, are you most of you in Australia then? Are you? Mm. Yeah. It's a shame I can't. I need my laptop here, really, don't I? Yeah, I can look up some stuff. But yeah. Um. So, I'm going to talk about my definition of success. Okay. If I'm with my wife, that is my success, and I think people nowadays they their success level bar is too high and they get disappointed even if they make it halfway or halfway to their goal. I think they get really disappointed and they just quit at this level. So I'm not going to set my bar so high for my success rate, because that's where people get disheartened, because they see the end and they get overwhelmed. My success is like, am I with my wife? Yes. That is literally my level of success. What I do past that is extra. So I am going to be in Thailand. I'm going to be there for 3 months, and I am with my wife. So that is success. Yeah, I've completed what I've I've done already. Everything over that surpass being with my wife, the challenge, then that's just extra, and I look forward to it, and I'm not going to get disheartened. I appreciate that. Is that Aqua? I appreciate that. Aquarium. Yeah, I appreciate that. But am I making sense of what I'm trying to communicate with you guys? Am I making sense that people set their goals way too high, and they see the end sight and they see all of the obstacles in the way for their goal, and they just give up. They give up because it gets overwhelming. I hope that makes sense to people, because um, take that on board and introduce my mindset in the way of like just your success level, your success bar should just be down here, and it should easily be uh, achieved every day. So you get that sense of positivity, okay, and then everything after this, it's yeah, it's extra. It's you've already achieved what you've set out to do. Everything else is excess. Mm. Oh yeah, 100%. Like for me, um, being with my wife is success. Okay, like if I can be in Thailand for the rest of my life, not have to, and that obviously covers a multitude of subjects like the financial state, the security in paying the bills on time, the being able to be free enough to spend quality time with my wife and take my daughter to school, then I've achieved success. That is success for me. People talk about being millionaires and billionaires and all that is good stuff for some people, but it is so overwhelming, and like there's so many things in this world that distracts us and tears us away, that will just be so overwhelming to some people of I want to make my first million in 5 years time, yeah. Like I'm not even talking about money, yeah, but it's just like this mentality that we have in this generation, in this kind of world that we live in now. Being rich, people have set their bar so high, they've forgotten that being rich is actually being with the family. Yeah, it's actually down here. If you go to work and you come back and you see your partner and your, let's say your children, if you've got any, you've achieved your goal of going to work. And especially for myself, putting food on the table and paying the bills at the end of the month, I've achieved what I set out to do in the day. Um, but that I think people just set their bar way too high in life, and it really upsets me because that's where mental health will spiral out of control. It means that people are less confident in themselves, and it turns into other things that you don't want in your system, in your spirit. Um, so that's just my thoughts, and I'll put that over to you guys. So don't the message is really don't set your success bar so high that you can't achieve it, or it gets too overwhelming in your brain. Yeah, this world is very complex. Okay, people get pulled to and fro, and it's very it can be very it could shake you up a bit. Mm, yeah, but I appreciate your messages, Aqua Ryan. Aquarium. I can't even speak. I can't even read it properly. um, Aqua Ryan. C3E. I appreciate you. But yeah, I definitely am thinking about family, 100%. And I've been away working with in the mines, doing a little bit of a FIFO lifestyle, and as much as the shifts suit me, and going back to Thailand to visit my wife, I can only do that for so long. I've got about 2 more years of doing that. Um, I before I'm hoping that the property out there is quite cheap. It's cheaper than the Western countries, that's for sure. And I'm hoping to pay it off um, by the end of the 2 years. So I'm that one step closer to being with my wife, and of course being a dad to my daughter. So yeah. Thank you. Yeah, I am an open-minded man. I very am an open-minded man, and that's how you grow. You have to take in information to grow, don't you? Yeah, you have to keep yourself at a level of humbleness to say, okay, I could do things a lot better, and if someone's gonna give me advice to do things better, then I'm gonna listen. Yeah, nice. Yeah, I agree. Like, again, I used an analogy of inaction and knowing what to do, but not doing it. It rubs together and it causes anxiety. And I've felt this feeling too many times. I spent a week. Okay, I was meant to fly home last week to Thailand to see my wife last Thursday. Unfortunately, there was a few things that got in the way. There was a water festival ongoing now in Thailand, which makes the ticket prices to the flights sky like nearly double, because tourists want to go there and experience squirting people with water and throwing buckets of water over people, and it's one massive water fight. Um, so we booked tickets for this Thursday this week in 2 days' time because it's after the water festival. So the price of the tickets to Thailand is a bit cheaper. And of course, there's other events in the world as well that makes fuel a little bit more expensive. But yes, there's an activity that I'm feeling now in this 1 week of staying in Australia. Um, it's making me feel anxiety because I know what to do, and the inaction, the action of not doing it is it's just, it's making me feel a little bit, I'm wasting time here. I could be with my wife, but everything happens for a reason. I have to be patient. It's a good opportunity to practice patience, as much as that's easier to say than actually put into practice. So I don't know. I'm on live now, aren't I? I'm on a live now, and I'm building a team. I'm building accountability for my words. So publicly speaking what I'm thinking, when I'm there. It helps with the training. Having people look out for me to say, Adam, you haven't done your morning routine, or you haven't done this, like you said you was gonna do. I'm building up a team. I'm building up a team. You know. Mm. Caramel coffee is the best. So, has anyone got any questions that they would like to ask me? It could be any subject, like running questions, and have I thought about this scenario? If you may actually be a runner yourself, uh, give me some advice in this area. Maybe you've experienced something that will come up. It's inevitable for it to happen. And just to make sure that I've actually looked into it and I've prepared myself mentally to get through it. Courtney Dalwater, she talks about being in the pain cave quite a lot. Um, have I prepared myself for that? I know what it is. I very much know what it's like to be in a cave where your body is just collapsing on you, and all you have to do is go off your fumes, or go off your spirit and your willpower. I very much understand that. But yeah, I am definitely going to give this my all and see if it's possible. I don't think many people have challenged themselves from trucker's body. Okay. driving a truck for 10 months and, you know, maybe going below average on the fitness scale to 101 kilometers. I think this is a pretty big challenge and accomplishment after I've achieved it. So I want to see if it happens, eh? Has anyone else done any ultras, ultra marathons, or any hard, like Ironmans or high rock? Is that what is it? High rock? I don't know what it's called. Like it's like CrossFit. You know, have you done any endurance events? I guess CrossFit is more of a dynamic strength and endurance kind of combination. But yeah, like that's what I'm gonna do in Thailand. Anyone want to know a little bit more about FIFO? I can talk about FIFO. And the reason why I do it personally, the motivation. If you know, I could do that, but yeah, I think 101 kilometers, 101 kilometers in three months. I think that's going to be a pretty good accomplishment. Alex, how's it going, mate? Plant room. Okay, nice. Yeah. How's it going, Alex? How are you? Anything that you are interested? Are you a runner yourself? Do you think this challenge is a little bit far-fetched, or do you think I can do it? What do you reckon? Yeah, good. Good to hear that you're doing good. Yeah, mate. Uh, that's good. Whereabouts are you from? So you're probably an Aussie, because I'm on Aussie time at the moment. I am currently in Perth. But I'm gonna go away for 90 days, 3 months, to do my marriage visa. You used to run, and I didn't hear what the challenge is. Can you say it again? And I'm from the state of uh, Georgia. Oh, okay, it's the state. Oh, the state of Georgia in the US. Oh, nice. Hey, Adam, how's it going? The truth is not subjective. That's my brother. Um, yeah. So the challenge is to, as a beginner, like I've just drove trucks for 10 months, so I've got a bit of a trucker's body at the moment. Um, and I'm heading to Thailand for 3 months to get my marriage visa sorted. And I'll be twiddling my thumbs whilst I'm there. You know, inaction for me brings on anxiety. You know, knowing what to do but having no action that follows, it brings anxiety. It's like two objects causing friction. So I've got myself a plan to run from beginner level to 101 kilometers in the space of 3 months. So that's the challenge. I'm building up a community of people that can keep me accountable online. Maybe they want to do something similar as well, and they don't have a community that will keep them accountable. I'm more than happy to do that. Keep track of your progress as well. I don't know how we can keep in touch, but yeah, I'll definitely be doing more lives on YouTube, and you keep maybe just message me saying I've just ran 10 kilometers today. So brilliant, that's good. Okay, and then if you put back up and you say, okay, I didn't do it today, then I'll give you a stick for it. um, yeah, I think it's a great idea. I think it's a great idea because I need to be doing something as much as I am with my wife. I need, you know, I don't want to be idle mind. You know, it's, you know, you can only have an idle mind for so long before something, you know, maybe negativity of like, you know, I need to do something now, sits in. You need to always constantly be doing something. You know, so that's just my way of keeping control of myself, my emotions, my anxiety, whatever it may be. Um, but yeah, so if Alex, do you have any challenges that you would like to do and you just don't know when the time is? It could be now. I'm more than happy to help. I need to run more. I think that's just why I'm speaking on the internet. I need to run more as well, Alex. I'm 26, not healthy enough, and same here. Being idle, not doing something drives me crazy yet. I like to always be doing something 100%. And I have the same issue, you know. Um, there's this disease called laziness, and I've experienced it so many times personally. Um, it only takes 20 minutes to combat, though. Yeah, minimum 20 minutes to combat this disease of laziness. It could be 5 minutes of best effort burpees. I'm not saying to do that. I'm just saying, like, best effort in 30 seconds burpees and then have 30 seconds rest. Do that until you hit 5 minutes. So do that 5 times and then maybe just go jog around the block for 10 minutes, 10, 15 minutes. So yeah, something as small as that. Set your success goal low so you can come back, achieved it, and you know it's easier to climb a ladder when there's small steps than if there's like huge space in between. You'd be hanging off of one, struggling to do a pull up and pushing yourself back up. It's that's the metaphor I'm going to stick with. Like, it's better to have small steps than have large steps, massive gap, because you may get to the stage where the gap's too big and you're like, nah, not today, and you just totally and you don't do anything. um yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'm a bit of a coffee holic. I've just finished my caramel latte. So yeah, I've got a bit of a sweet tooth as well. Like, yeah, Alex, I totally understand you. I totally understand you. It was only yesterday that I was eating donuts. So yeah. So the thing is, I know what to do, and I'm not doing anything about it, and it's causing too much idleness, which causes this tingling underneath your skin to say you're feeling a bit, now, take some action. Yeah. So, Alex, I'm pretty sure you feel that tingly as well, like going, oh, I need to really do something about this. Well, this is your wake up call, my friend. Time to take control of the reins. So, yeah. It'd be interesting. Maybe if you see me on my lives, doing my fitness, maybe it'll encourage you to do something. Um, I understand with the work and the sweet tooth, though. No, I get it. Sometimes you're just knackered, but baby steps, like, not baby steps, are stupid. We're adults. Young man steps. Yeah. Um, yeah. What else can I pass on to you guys? At my old job, I sat at a desk all day. Yeah. So you understand, being a truck driver is very similar. Dump truck, to be more specific, and that drove me crazy just sitting. I felt trapped. Okay. To be fair, I actually enjoyed being a dump truck driver. I didn't feel trapped or anything like that. I actually felt like this was a job that I wouldn't mind doing for the rest of my life. Um, Unfortunately, my wife and I didn't share much time together doing that role, and I still need to do the role because I still got the bills to pay. Um, so I'll be going on my second working holiday visa after July, after I've got my marriage visa sorted. Um, with that, I'd snack to handle the boredom. Yeah, that's the thing. It's choosing to do something like fitness rather than snacking, yeah, or not being so like black and white with it. If you're gonna snack, but make sure you do a bit of fitness at the same time. Just don't just, if you're gonna cut one of them out, if you're gonna be black and white minded, cut out the snacks. Of course, it's easier said than done. But if you're gonna eat snacks, just make sure you do your fitness as well. You know. Get out of breath. That's the thing. I I have a I'm a bit of a weird one, yeah. I like being out of breath. I feel like I'm actually doing something when I'm out of breath. Um, so that's a small achievement actually. That's a successful level. If you get out of breath once every day, yeah. If you get out of breath doing fitness for 10 minutes, 20 minutes, whatever it may be, and you can hold that state for 5 minutes, being out of breath but keeping going for 5 minutes, I think that's a good success level to get to every day. Um, yeah, and that caused me to gain 20 pounds in a single year. So I totally understand you. I'm with you. I am totally with you. It's not going to be pretty losing that weight either. But I tell you what, you do get. You get so much endorphins knowing that you've um, achieved what your plan says. After you've completed something physical, yeah. So I'm actually in the perfect body right now to receive these endorphins of doing something hard every day, getting out of breath every day. It is hard getting out of breath. No one wants to be out of breath, but you have to learn to love it. It's a labor of love, really, isn't it? And you don't think about the end. You just think about the now, when you'll be all right. You set your success bar so it's achievable, rather than thinking of the end goal. So I'm not thinking about the 101 kilometers that I'm going to do in 90 days. I'm thinking about what can I do today, and you guys being my accountability is what I decided to do today. So I'm actually feeling a lot better. I've got some people looking out for what I'm going to be doing. And I'll be doing this kind of like this chat tomorrow as well. What time is it? Um, okay, so it's 20 past 6 in Australia, in Perth at the moment. Um, so maybe around the same time tomorrow. Maybe 5:30 tomorrow. Okay, give or take. But hopefully you just hit the bell and it just pops up on your uh, on your chat or wherever it is, notifications. But now I have a new job where I'm walking around all the time, good, doing maintenance now, and I love it. Good. Do you know what, Alex? Like, don't knock the 10,000 steps a day. That in itself is good. That in itself is really good. So if you can get to 10,000 steps during work, you're getting paid to doing 10,000 steps. So, you know, it's like being a professional athlete where you're getting paid to do a sport that you love. Okay, it's a labor of love. Yeah, you can probably imagine that there's days that athletes have to do that they really don't want to do, but but you're getting paid for it. Um, 6:18. wow. In the US, it's that blooming hell. So yeah, you're just getting ready for work, are you, Alex? And I just subscribe. Ah, good man. Yeah, keep me accountable, or and hopefully with my struggle, it will encourage you to get into the struggle as well, get into the pain cave. Um, I I'm not shy in the sense of showing what reality is of starting something and continuing it, because I'm gonna get so many cramps, I'm gonna get so many knots reappearing in my calves. There's I've got something that comes up every night. It flares up and it's called, oh, I forgot what it's called. It's where the membrane of the muscle in my calf only happens on my left calf. The membrane suffocates. It doesn't stretch any further, and the muscle gets too big, and it like restricts it from coming out, like needing to come out a little bit more, and it's like strangles the muscle, and it makes my leg go numb. But you just have to get the massage gun on it, and get some ibuprofen gel and just keep massaging it. You don't need no one else doing it. You could just do it yourself. Um, yeah, good. Yeah, good to. It's good to see that you're getting your 10,000 steps a day. It's good to see that. Um, I have to set up 25 to 30 tablets multiple times. 6 folding chairs. Shall I read that out? I have to set up 25 to 30 tables multiple times a week with 6 folding chairs at each table. And rather than not enjoying it, and rather than not enjoying it, I view it as a arm workout that I get paid to do. 110% positive mindset, that is. You've hit the nail on the head. You've hit what do you get out of doing this thing? Okay? And you hit the nail on the head, so to speak. Spot on. That's good mindset. And my mindset when I'm doing this challenge is, am I going to be with my wife in Thailand? And the answer is yes. So I'm going to treat this like a full-time job. This beginner to 101 kilometers. I'm going to definitely treat it like how you're treating your work. I'm going to have to do this. I'm going to have to do this as a labor of love in order to stay here with my wife. It's I don't know if you know about rugby, Alex. Okay, there's this lad called Lawrence Dallaglio. He was the captain of England rugby. Okay, this is going back 2013. Okay, when England won the World Cup, and Martin Johnson at the time was the captain. Okay, it should have been Lawrence Dallaglio, but it was Martin Johnson because dirty rumours got out and ruined a little bit of Lawrence Dallaglio's reputation. They all came out as lies, and we've got Martin Johnson instead with some famous photos. But Lawrence Dallaglio, he said, in the first half, even when you're losing on points, you have to adjust your mindset. Okay, you have to see it as like, right, throw that to one side. The second half is 0-0. We're going to go out and win the game. Okay, because it's 0-0. The second half is 0-0. You have to have that mindset of, okay, it doesn't matter what happened in the first half. We're going to go out and treat it like it's a brand new game. And if you win the second half, you tend to win the game. But yeah, like, it's all about mindset, isn't it? It's about tricking your own mind, or realistically showing your mind that what you're doing is beneficial. and that's, can't say much more than that. My aunt and uncle used to live in Thailand for 6 months at a time. They loved it. 2013. I agree, mindset is very important. Yeah, but I honestly, environment as well, Alex. Environment, because your mindset isn't always going to be positive. But if you're in an environment which is positive, even when you turn up negative, okay, even when you turn up negative, the environment is going to change that for you. Unfortunately, I'm doing this by myself in Thailand, and that's why I have to turn to the internet for the accountability, the support. My wife will always support me, but she's not a runner herself. She's not interested in this kind of subject. Um, she'll be in the car, she said, giving me food and water, uh, which is needed for this kind of challenge, and she's going to be helping drive me places to like a mountain to run up and do my hill reps. But it's hard to, if you're not surrounded by brotherhood, then it's going to be quite difficult. That's why it's important to have a running partner to encourage you to stick to it. If I was there with you, I'll be your running partner. Do you know what? 100%, and I would welcome you with open arms to join me. You can do this. I believe in you, bro. Thank you very much, Alex. Thank you very much. That's what I need. That's what I need. Thank you very much. This is the whole point of me going live today. Is to have people like you, Alex, giving me accountability, because I don't have accountability when I'm there. I'll maybe over like the next month or two, a few individuals may come out the woodwork, but from the start, I'm by myself, and you can never do. You know how this narrative of being a lone wolf, do it yourself kind of. I totally disagree with that. You need to be in a team. You need to have 2 or 3 people around you with the same objective. All you may be in different sectors, like you need one person may be the athlete, another person might be support, like making sure the equipment has batteries in it and socks are the right type of socks and goes over your calves to keep the blood flow. The other one could be keeping an eye out on weather conditions, the terrain, the map, the course route, the more technical kind of side to it. You need to be in a team. Everyone's got different skill sets, and this is a good analogy. The special forces in Great Britain, okay, they know a little bit of everything, but they have their niche, their niche trade, their niche skill, okay. So one's a medic, one signals on the radio, so can call in air support, whatnot. One's the captain, the team leader. Another one is machine gunner, based on infantry or tracking, going through the woods, making sure that where they're going, they don't leave that. Well, they leave minimum how do I say it, footprints of where they've been walking. So he tends to be at the back, but so on and so forth. You have different skill sets in a team, but for me, this is just all about. For me, this is this. I'm on my own here. For now, I've got you, Alex. Now, thank you very much. Well, if you find a new friend and accountability partner here, well, you have I have found a new friend and accountability partner here, even though we are thousands of miles apart. No, I get what I get what you're saying. I really do appreciate that, and maybe you can put some input into what kind of videos you want me to record. So there's I would say there's about three elements to running. There's the strength and conditioning, of course, but it's not the strength and conditioning that people may think about doing heavy squats and stuff like this. It's actually the band work, the elastic band, and it's getting all of those smaller muscles that stabilize you, like help you with balance. They're actually really important, and people neglect them all the time. So that's what I mean by strength and conditioning. Of course, there's going to be weight elements, lifting weights element, mostly on one leg though. People that run, they rely on squats with two legs. You never run on two legs, you always run on one leg, and that's where you have to be more specific. Does that make sense? You have to really make your training around lifting weight with one leg, using one leg to push weight up. Okay, especially with my yogurt body and my trucker's body, I definitely need one leg to be stronger than to lift up my yogurt body. And then the third one is endurance. Endurance is a combination of recovery time, which is like fartlek training. If you know what fartlek training is, an example of doing it is literally running 100 meters, sprinting 100 meters, walking 10 meters, and then sprinting 100, walking 10 meters, and that's fartlek. Okay, so you're having a rest in between sets, and you want your heart to beat really fast and then slow back down, and then beat really fast and slow back down. It's getting you out of breath. And then there's obviously the long runs. Yeah, Alex is fartlek training is it's killer, and that's what I mean about the rower as well, because it helps with your recovery time. Yeah, just focusing on your heart, it helps with your recovery time. It helps with the gaseous exchange taking place. Yeah, man, 100%. So there's the three elements. So with the cardio, with the actual long runs and the actual running part, there's a lot more in this than just beginner yogurt body to 101 kilometers. I ran track in the middle of school, cross country in high school. Yeah, like I kind of did, but it wasn't official. when I was at school, I was representing my county in rugby, Hampshire rugby, and I was running 10 miles 3 times a week, because of this motivation of being in the Hampshire rugby team. Unfortunately, I was in a position where height mattered and your body weight mattered. As a flanker, they wanted like 6 foot individuals weighing more than me at the time. So yeah, like I was mega fit, Alex. Honestly, as much as I've got the trucker's body now, I weigh about 84 kilograms now. And that's another element, weight loss. Alex, you're bringing it out of me. This is why it's good to chat. I need to lose weight. I do. I need to lose that weight. Because when I was pretty fit, I only weighed like 74 kilograms. I've put on quite a bit. I think my walkabout weight, healthy walk around weight, is about 78. So I'm 6 kilograms um over. You're only 5'5". Well, at least you don't have the battle against the wind when it's strong blowing against you. I'm 5'9", so I've got a bit more of a sail, to push me back when the wind hits. I don't really know what pounds are. Can you quickly do I would use my phone, but I'm on air. But what's 128 pounds in kilograms? The battle of the wind. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah, we all know what that's like. And like the train as well. If it was raining the previous day and you're doing cross country, running through mud, it just saps your energy, doesn't it? It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Okay, 58. That's good. That's a good weight to run. You'd be flying. You would actually be flying if you actually like managed to be consistent. Maybe I've encouraged you today to get those 20 minutes a day in. I hope I have, Alex. That would be good. If we can do something together. So you don't have to sign up to anything. You can just imagine it in your mind. Yeah, yeah, definitely. I'm so good. I'm happy I have encouraged you. Follow my journey, see me struggle, and go, do you know what? I want a bit of that. I want a bit of, getting out of breath and, get back to my old self. The people that used to say, I used to be this, I used to be that. Yeah, I used to say that. Okay, what you used to be, it's all well and good. Um, what you are today is actually what matters. It should matter to you what you are today rather than what you used to be, because you can't sit in that for the rest of your life. Um, I don't. Yeah, that's my realization. I used to be many things. I used to be I used to be military, for 7.5 years. Yeah, I can't really say that today because a lot has changed. My heart's a lot softer, that's for sure. Um, I couldn't go back into the military, that's for sure. When I get a craving to eat, I try drink water instead of eating a snack. Yes, but we both know that doesn't always work. We both know, Alex, that doesn't always work. Um, yeah, yeah, you're welcome, but at the same time, I have my other. I've grown to have other opinions about stuff politically, and it's always the young men in the military that and women that get dragged into it, and it's sad because we just want it to be patriotic and serve our country, and then we've the majority of people that join the military have good intentions, um, and it's just a shame that not the leader doesn't always stay the same. We could have a good leader 1 year and 4 years later, or 1 year and the next year they've been replaced by someone that we don't agree with. But we have to abide by. I don't know if that makes sense, but that's going off topic. Yeah, I'm still. Your comment about drinking water. We've all been there. Like we know what to do, but we don't do it. Yeah, this is the thing. We need to get our teeth into something, Alex. You know, set yourself a goal. Would 10 kilometers be an achievement for you, or 20 kilometers? How far do you think you can run in the space of 3 months? What would your be? What would your like? What would your end achievement be where you can say, I'm really satisfied that I got to this distance in the space of 3 months? For me, I'm a bit extreme. Yeah, 101 kilometers. It's a bit extreme. I'm not saying for you to do that or anyone to do that, but what would your what would your distance be that you can say I've, you know, some people say half a marathon or a marathon. Personally, I think you can do a marathon. I think anybody can do a marathon in three months. Um, but again, you know, how much time you want to sacrifice from your family, how much time you want to actually sacrifice from having a long day's work at, you know, all these factors do play a part. I think I'd be, I think I'd like to be able to say I can run 10 kilometers, yeah, 3 times a week. I like that. Well, I think you should start off with 3 kilometers, 3 kilometers 3 times a week. Starting, you could either start on Friday when I start, or you can start today, you know, because it is the morning where you are. Get your first 3 kilometers over and done with. And then, what is it? You said, what days did you say you're going to commit to? Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Ah, it's Wednesday for you now, is it not? No, it's tomorrow. You're going to commit tomorrow, are you, Alex? That's what I'm reading. You're going to commit tomorrow. 3 kilometers tomorrow. Let's go. Yeah, it's Tuesday, so tomorrow you need to psych yourself up for your first run. That's good. Okay. Go on, Alex. You're going to run 3 kilometers for us tomorrow. We've just created a team, Alex, you know? Let's go, exactly. Let's go. Let's go. Okay, right. I've got no excuses, okay? Um okay. What But you've encouraged me, you know, to just start. When would you like me to start, Alex? Because you can't do it alone. So if you start, I start. When would you want me to join you on your 3 kilometers? I can do it tomorrow with you. And okay, maybe I'll write a note to myself. I have to use Strava. It's at the day today is Tuesday, but it's at the end. It's in the evening. It's like yeah, it's near to 7 o'clock here in the evening. 50. Mm. So okay, so tomorrow I need to write this down, yeah, so I don't let you down, Alex. I'll post my Strava on this YouTube, okay, in the posts, you know, and hopefully if you see my Strava, okay, seeing how far I've ran, hopefully it gives you motivation to actually commit to tomorrow as being your first day back from a long layoff. You've rested well, but to do your first 3 kilometers, and you can maybe comment underneath the Strava that I post So same time. Yeah, same time, but you know, you're in the morning, I'm in the evening. What would that be like? Would that be like the 12 hour? Is that 12-hour difference? Does that mean it's 12-hour difference? So, yeah. How are we gonna do it, Alex? Shall I post my Strava for tomorrow? I think I should. If you're gonna start tomorrow, I think I should start tomorrow as well, because you are now part of the team, and we don't do it alone. So Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I expect you to keep me updated, to to let me know that you've done your 3 kilometers, and then that's all you need to do for the first month. Okay, even if you feel like you're getting fitter, I just want you to stick with 3 kilometers before you enter the second month. So what's the date today? So we're only halfway through April. Yeah, nice, Alex. Okay. Yeah, okay, good. Okay, we're gonna both do a run tomorrow. Cool. Even though I'm living out of a suitcase at the moment and my flight is on Thursday, early morning Thursday, I will do this for us, Alex. We're doing it for us, yeah. We've just we've just we've just committed. We've just made a team, Alex. It only takes two to create a team, and you never know. This two may become 20 one day when other people join, and that's me getting my accountability is what I really need, encouragement, and yeah, people like yourself getting excited is good, isn't it? We'll fire it up. That's it. Let's not have that inaction take control of what we need to do. Yeah, we know what to do. Let's turn that inaction to action. I need to. Yeah, that's a really good question, Alex, because I should really keep it at the same time, shouldn't I? So you know when to come up and have a chat with me. Thursday I won't be able to do a live, I don't think, because that's my first time in a long time. I haven't seen my wife in 2 months. So I'll spend it with her. So Thursday it's a no go, but tomorrow maybe 5:30. If there are, yeah, it's gonna be interesting how to really work. Um, Trying to do a live for an international community where people get up at different times of the or the same time, but it's different at the same time. Or do you, Alex, because you're my first like team member, when would you like me to do a live? Because for me, I think talking about the day that I had would be better if I started the lives in my evenings. When I'm in Thailand, it'll be an hour behind, so actually it'll probably be around. So you're up at 6 at the moment. It would actually the lives would probably start around 7 when I'm in Thailand. If I stick to 5:30. So that would be 6 to 7 p.m. your time. Yeah, 6 to 7 p.m. Yeah, that's right. During the week, I can say I'll definitely be able to join your lives. Cool. Good. And I expect you to say, Adam, done my 3 kilometers today, and it will make me feel good, and I can use that positive energy to carry on with my mission as well. Okay, this is it. This has been a success. Going live on YouTube to find you, Alex, I would say this is a success. Very much so. Let me write down what I need to do tomorrow. I need to. You've given me accountability now. To run tomorrow. Okay. So I need to practice what I preach. Yeah, definitely. I would look forward to that as well. I would look forward to that. I'll post it. Then I'm gonna be like, I don't know. I'm gonna be like, has Alex done it? Has she stuck to her word? You know. Yeah. We'll see. We'll see. I'm looking forward to seeing your message saying I've done it. It'd be good actually to find a way where you can actually, I don't know, you have photo evidence of you doing it as well. But we'll think about that in the future, okay? We've only just started this process, yeah? Let me... Right, just getting a pen now. Right, because I have a little bit of a FIFO lifestyle, I'm living out my bag at the moment, but that will all change soon. That will all change soon. Yeah. I do have pens somewhere, it's just remembering where I've put them. Oh my gosh. There you are. Right. My bag of pens. There you are. This is it. Okay. Right. I don't want to use that piece of paper, I'll use this piece of paper. Okay. Run tomorrow, exclamation mark, post Strabber for Alex on YouTube. Done. Okay, it's official. Cross that out, I've done this. Okay, there you are. That's my new note for today. Happy days. Cool. Happy days. It's a good feeling that we've got a team going, Alex. It's good. Okay, so I need to remember your target as well. So 10 kilometers 3 times a week would be a great achievement for yourself. You have to probably remind me, and then when I'm actually at home in Thailand, I'll make a little something for people that join us. Maybe, who knows? But you'll be like the first on the encouragement list to keep you accountable as well. It's nice. It's good. This. It is good. Yeah. Okay. No worries. Go have a good day, Alex. And yeah, get ready for tomorrow. I'm not too sure what you do during the day. If it's just folding up tables, keep that positive mindset that you have. Yeah, it's a good arm workout. It's good fitness, getting your steps in. Do you know what? You're probably in better shape than most people actually by getting your 10,000 steps in. Maybe download an app on the way to work and then see how many steps you actually do in a day. That'd be interesting. Anyway, have a good day, Alex. It was very nice talking to you. You do maintenance at a local church. That's lovely. Are you a believer as well, Alex? Are you a believer? Just out of curiosity. I could probably ask you in another life. All right, take care. You sure am. Yeah, me too. He's coming back soon. Have a good time. Have a good day. God bless you. That's lovely. That's nice. I've got a story behind this. So I'll tell you on another live. We sure are brothers in Christ, 100%. Definitely are. And we need to take that seriously as well. We need to have brotherhood, for sure. Young men need to stick together. As much as I'm 32, I'm going through a bit of a midlife crisis. That has been a good chat. It's been really good, very positive. Very positive. Yeah. So Alex is off to work. I'm not too sure if there's going to be any Aussies. Maybe all of the Aussies are out and about on a Thursday night. Yeah, what a positive start to my mission. I'm going to be doing these lives more often. And building up the team of accountability when it comes to getting back into fitness. Right, that's me. That's an hour. That's 1 hour. Okay, right. See you later. Subscribe and all that jazz.